Hey guys, this is Gumpy, and today I'm going to be talking about my hope for Splatoon 3. Some of these things are things that a lot of people want, while some things are hopefully things that no one else asked or adjusted for. So yeah, let's get started. Choosing your own ink cutter in the plaza area or in the customization screen would be great, because I love the color of pink, but, I don't want to go into like a random turf war lobby or go into recon mode just to try to get my favorite ink cutter to fit. Of course, obviously not in battle, but a thing that I think should definitely be in the game is the ability to see your original ink cutter. Like, let's just say you made your headbang ink cutter blue, and once you get into a turf war battle, your ink cutter is going to be the same ink cutter as everyone else, but the end of your tentacle is actually going to be ombre into the color that you chose, like the color blue. And then once you're done with the battle, it would go back to normal how it was before. I also think it'd be cool to have like at least 2 or 3 different ombre colors, because I freaking love ombres. It makes my art look so much better for some reason. So yeah, I think that would be really great, and definitely a popular option for people that want in the game. Speaking of popular adjustments, apartments. I mean, pretty much everyone wants apartments. At least what I've been seeing on YouTube lately. But yeah, I totally get it. Because, like, having your own apartment to decorate and also display your favorite weapon, clothing, furniture, rewards, or maybe some stuff from the story mode would be really cool. And, really cool to show off. But this one thing that some people might disagree on me on is that the fact that I feel like most shooter games don't have it. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, honestly, don't know any other shooter game that has any like house or apartments or whatever to decorate inside of. But yeah, most shooter games that I played, at least the one I played with my dad when I was younger, didn't really have that. So having like a random apartment feature in Splatoon 3 would be kind of weird. But then again, in Splatoon 1, there's literally the startup screen was literally someone's apartment, and this literally was a map based on an apartment, and in Splatoon 3 trailers that we've seen so far, there's a little apartment at the background in the Splatspill Plaza area, and even in the background on the recent new map that we saw like a month ago. As much as I don't think apartment is gonna be in the game, I mean, they have to be in the game. I mean, come on, it's so obvious, I feel like. But if it's not, then that's fine. I can focus on getting all the weapons and gear and finishing story mode if there's no apartments. Or, if there is apartments, then I'm gonna make the dopest house ever. I'm gonna decorate it, I'm gonna make it all fabulous and adorable, and yeah, I'm gonna do all that stuff if there's apartments, because I freaking love decorating and customizing. So yeah. So I'm kind of split on this, but yeah, I really want apartments. I just hope there isn't like a person that's coming over to your apartment every weekend or something and telling you to pay up or something like that. I hope that isn't the case, but yeah, apartments. I think it's a cool idea. Please make it easy to get snails and tickets, because the current state of Splatoon 2 is freaking ridiculous. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been playing the game for like 2 years now, almost 3 years-ish. But new players that want to play the second game before they play the third game of the entries, they're gonna have a lot harder time to get the stuff, like snails. Because if you didn't know, you have to level up to level 30 to get your first snails. And any player that played the game even once, or at least a little bit, knows that it takes forever to level up, even to level 30. So imagine trying to level up every single time. Like, every single time you reach a level, you only get, like, 1 CISO. Like, that's so bad. You don't even get, like, amount of CISOs for, like, I don't know, like, the base on your level. But no, you just get amount of CISO base, literally just based on level once. And you only get it once. Like, you only get 1 CISO per level. So, unless you don't mind building up all that snails, then you're gonna have a bad time getting the gears that you like. Cause the thing is that if you have a gear piece that has like only 1 or 2 slots, then you're just gonna have to wait. You're just gonna have to wait, cause you need CISO to open the slots and to reroll, and you just need them. Like, it's so annoying, and I bet it's so annoying for new players. And it's gonna be even worse. So hopefully in the 3rd game, we have the ability to at least earn them some way. Like, if we can at least earn them for, like, doing certain stuff in battle, like using 1 weapon 50 times or 30 times. Or maybe buying a certain amount of, like, weapons, or maybe doing a certain amount of inkage in Turf War, or even in the story mode. If there's, like, a way to at least get CISO somewhat easily, then I won't mind. I mean, and you know what the worst part is about this? It's the fact that in the 1st game, you can actually just open slots by just using your coins. Like, if you don't have any CISOs in the 1st game, which, if you're going back to play the 1st game before Splatoon 3, then obviously you won't have any, then you can actually use your money to open the slots. Yes, it would cost around this much amount of money on the screen, because I can't really remember right now, so I'm just gonna put it on the screen. But you can actually still use your money to open them. And I've been, like, saving up my money on Splatoon 1 to open up slots on gear that I like in that game. And that is way better than just waiting to level up and waiting to get the snails you need to get. I mean, I got a lot of CISO in the 2nd game, so I don't mind it as much. But like I said, people who just literally bought the game are gonna have to wait. Hopefully, it would be a lot easier for them to get it. And with tickets, it's actually not that bad to get tickets, because you can at least get the tickets in the story mode. And if you beat the story mode, at least, like, 100% of it, well, like, you know, you don't have to, like, you know, get every single time on every single weapon. You just gotta get them on, like, you know, you just gotta beat every level of every single weapon in that game. At least in the 2nd game for the tickets, at least you can buy the tickets. Like, you can buy randomized, like, ticket for, like, for Krusty Sean. And you also need those tickets to level up, because it does help you level up faster, get money faster. And trick tickets does increase the chance of getting new gear ability chunks. I still think it should be easier to at least earn them through battle, because the other way to get tickets is through Salmon 1. And I know there's people out there that despise Salmon 1, so you're gonna just have to get tickets either for the story mode, or you're just gonna have to stand up, keep your breath in, and just play Salmon 1 and hope you don't lose too much, because, yep. So same thing with the CISO, just either earn them through battles or earn them for the single player mode, but a lot more, because once you get all the tickets for the single player mode, at least before you get the randomized thing, then yeah, you won't have the ability to get them anymore. Speaking of stuff that takes forever to get, Nintendo, come here. Like, come here. What's wrong with you? I mean, I get you want the player base to keep playing your game for a few years before you inevitably, like, you know, scrap it and probably work on another game that needs updates, but, bruh, why did you make the gear system so bad? Why? Just why? Like, explain this, Nintendo. Explain this. Come on. If you don't know what I'm talking about, gear ability chunks is where you just get chunks of gear ability for your gear. I mean, obviously. But there's a catch. On the first slot, you need to get 10 Gear Ability chunks. On the second slot, you need 12. And on the third slot, you need 30. Think about that. It might not seem as a lot, but just think about all the grinding. All the fact that the freaking Splatoon gods. just think about it. Why do gears take freaking forever to upgrade? Why can't you just keep the gear on that you like and let the gear ability chunk add up onto your collection or whatever? Why can't we just do that? I mean, you might say, oh, they can't do that. They didn't put that in the game. Yes, they freaking did. They did put it in the game. If you played the Splatfest, you would know that if you wore the Splatfest tee, the gear ability chunk that isn't on that shirt goes to the freaking gear ability collection. Like, bruh, they have it in the game. Just program it to make it for every single gear piece instead of just one. Especially one that no one can even get anymore. Like, come on, Nintendo. And also, can we at least have the ability to buy gear ability chunks at the very least? Like, I know that might seem a little too overpowered, but make it a reasonable price. Like, I can't really say a reasonable price because I'm bad with money. Well, at least bad at counting money, but whatever price I put on screen, make it that. Because that would be reasonable and understandable for 10 chunks. Not for 1 chunk, 10 chunks. And then obviously, you know, maybe even make it where all 3 slots just the 10 chunks instead of like going up in price, because it's wasting so much chunk, dude. It's just wasting so much chunk. Like, please, Nintendo, fix it. Just do it. Do it, please! I don't want to keep working on gear! Also, by the way, please stop making exclusive gear to one region. Please? Because that's not fair. I mean, the only positive about that part is that I did hear that it's going to be the same copy for all regions, so hopefully it will be region lot, and hopefully if Nintendo is kind enough, maybe we can finally get those exclusive gear as well. And also the gear that I forgot to get, the Nintendo Online gear that I didn't know I have to like manually get, because, you know, I didn't know I need to get it from a code. So yeah, that's the only positive I can think of about that. Let's move on. Wow, this video is actually taking a lot longer than I expected. So I'm just gonna have to put this in a 2-parter video. I really hope you guys don't mind, because I really did have like original stuff to say about my hopes for Splatoon 3, but I'm just gonna have to do it in a 2-parter. So stay tuned for that, for the second part of this video. So see you guys when I see you guys. Farewell!